Hello, Ronnie here today with my girls, Shay and Sean. And we are at Cherry Park, and we are sisters and we are friends. We actually all three went to yoga school together. And here in Rock Hill, South Carolina, Synergy Yoga. Shout out to Sarah, our instructor. And so we all three have very different personalities and different styles of yoga. So today we just wanted to take a few minutes, maybe 5 to 10 minutes per lady, and just show you our flavor. And we just hope that you practice with us and that you enjoy what we have to offer. Please comment below and let us know if you practice this, and please share and subscribe. All right, and so Sean is wearing an orange shirt. She's gonna get us started, and then Shay is gonna take the middle, and then I will bring up the rear. All right, so please bear with us for technical difficulties. We're propped up on a yoga block, so we're gonna prop this up so that you can see Miss Sean. And Sean, tell us what style of yoga you're gonna teach for us today.
Most of what I'm doing is in the Kripalu style, so it tends to be kind of inwardly focused and mindful, noticing sensations in your body and going as far as your body allows. So begin by sitting on your mat with your knees pointing up and your feet placed down about hips distance apart. You can place your hands behind your hips with your fingers pointing away. Exhale your knees down to one side, going as far as your body allows. Inhale your knees up. Exhale down to the other side. Inhale back up. And then slowly let your knees go to each side one more time. Noticing where you might feel a stretch or a particular sensation as you move. Continue to breathe as you're moving. And when your knees come back up to center, turn and sit on one hip. I'm sitting on the right side. Place your legs in a stag position. The lower leg can come so that the knee is cradled underneath the front foot, or if it feels more comfortable, you can rest one knee on top of the other shin. Resting on one hip, be mindful of the position of your spine, letting that lower bone come down into your mat, and then imagining the crown of your head reaching up all the way to the sky. You can place your right hand behind the right hip, and your left hand can be on your waist. Inhale and let that hip rock forward, and then exhale, let the pelvis settle back so that the left hip may come down closer to the mat. Inhale the left hip forward, and exhale that hip back. Inhale the left hip forward again, and remove the left hand from your waist, placing it down on your mat so you start to make a spiraling shape around to the right, slowly walking your hands as far as your body allows. Continue to let your spine lengthen so that your tail comes down and the crown of your head reaches up toward the sky. Breathing as you're moving, or even breathing in your stillness. Let your chin come over to the right so that maybe your gaze travels to the right side. And then slowly unwind from this spiraling shape, walking your hands back around to the front and letting your whole body shift so that you're positioned on the left hip, maybe bringing your legs around in front and forming that stag shape on the left side. Noticing maybe that how the two sides could be a little different. Placing your left hand behind the left hip and the right hand on your waist. Inhale, rock the right hip forward, and exhale, let it come back so that your hip comes down closer to the mat. Inhale the right hip forward, and exhale, rocking it back. Inhale your right hip forward, and then remove your right hand from your waist, placing it down on your mat in front of your left thigh, and gently walk your hands around in a spiral. Again, thinking about the energy starting down in your left hip and spiraling around, reaching all the way up to the sky so that the crown of your head extends upward. And breathe. Noticing maybe how this side might be a little bit different than the other side. Slowly unwind from this spiraling motion. Placing your hands behind your hips, your feet again on the mat with your knees pointing up. Your fingers can point away from your hips. And then exhale, let your knees sink down to one side. Inhale back up. Exhale to the other side. And inhale back up. Exhale down again. Inhale up. And exhale down. And at this point, our video will transition to Shay. So allow us a little bit of time to change the camera.
Our girl Shay. Wait, we cannot cut off your beautiful face.
Oh, there we are. Okay. So we're going to start on our hands and knees in a tabletop position with our wrists situated under our shoulders, our knees under our hips. Our spine is aligned with our head, and as we move into cat and cow. Now, I typically like to inhale when I'm going into cat because I imagine myself as blowing up like a balloon. So I'm taking in the air, and as I take in the air, I inhale, dropping my chin to my chest, tucking my tailbone, rounding my shoulders. And as I exhale, I drop my belly for cow, just letting that air out. Dropping my belly, lifting my tailbone. Again, inhale cat. And exhale cow. Blowing it out nice and slow. Inhale cat. And exhale cow. Returning to a neutral tabletop position, tuck your toes. And lift your tailbone slowly for your first downward facing dog. Making sure your fingers are spread apart. Your feet are hip distance apart. A slight bend in your knee, relaxing your head and neck. Begin to walk out your dog by bending one knee at a time while the opposite heel melts into the mat. You can also swing your heels from side to side, or lift your legs up into three-point position, being mindful to balance out each side. Returning to stillness in your downward facing dog, walking your hands back to your feet for your first forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale, fold. Grabbing opposite elbows for ragdoll. Relaxing your head and neck, slight bend in your knee. Just kind of sway your body from side to side or back and forth. You can also alternate by bending your knees, resting your chest on your thighs, and then re-straightening them. Releasing your hands back to the mat for forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Hands high, root to rise, palms together. Exhale, hands to her center. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Walking your hands back out to downward facing dog. Right leg lifts high for 3 points. Swing it through your hands. For runner's lunge, you might need a little help by Placing your hand behind your foot. Push off for grounded airplane. To forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, root to rise, hands high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step your left leg back for runner's lunge. Allow your right to meet your left for a full plank, high push-up or low push-up. And move through your chaturanga to cobra or upward facing dog. Pushing back to downward facing dog. Switching sides. Your left leg high for 3 points. Swing it through your hands for runner's lunge. Pushing off for grounded airplane. To forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, reverse swan dive, hands high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Touch your toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Right leg steps back for runner's lunge. Left meets right for plank, high push-up, low push-up. Moving through your chaturanga to cobra or upward facing dog. And pushing back for downward facing dog. Inhale, high to your tiptoes. Exhale, heels to earth. Inhale, high to toes. Exhale, heels to earth. Bend both knees and lower your body down into child's pose. Your knees can be together or apart. If they're apart, your big toes are touching. Allow your tailbone to touch your heels. And slowly lower your body all the way down. Allowing your arms to stretch out in front of you. And your forehead relaxes on the mat. And just breathe here. Take nice deep breaths. Letting it go. Being mindful of the beautiful space that you're creating on your mat. Your sacred space just for you. And now we'll turn it over to Ronnie.
Thank you, Shay. All right, so we're transitioning now. All right, so it's really hard. We've got my phone propped up on a yoga block, so it's really hard for you to see what we're doing. Okay, Sean said that she's gonna try to hold it. I don't know how well that's gonna work. Yeah, not my. All right, so I'm just gonna do some stuff on the mat. So if we could find a camera angle, Sean, where we could just see the mat. That way it's propped up. That's a little high. That's okay. Maybe back a little bit towards you. Thank you for working with us. Yes, there we go. All right, this is my better side because I have no tattoo. All right. So my favorite, I love all yoga. I love everything that these two ladies have done. But I'm your power girl. Power does not mean hard. It does not mean fast. It does not mean I have to sweat bullets. Power means power in your breath. All right? So in all the poses that we're gonna go through, just be mindful of your breath, sending the breath into the muscles. All right, so we're gonna start in child's pose. Knees are wide, big toes are gonna come back to touch. Walk your hands forward, and here we're gonna take 3 cleansing breaths. So breathe in as deeply as you can. Exhale, let it go. And then from here, we're just gonna make our way up to our tabletop. Go ahead and find your balance here on all fours. So your wrists are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips. Inhale, send out your left leg. If you hear, I'm gonna try really hard not to use bad words. But the space that we're on, there's these little stickies and they hurt. So if you hear me say a bad word, I'm sorry, I just got stuck. Send out your right arm, send out your left leg, flex your foot, flatten your hand down. Inhale, touch the earth. Exhale, squeeze and lift. We'll do this 5 times. Last one, hold it to the top, flip your palm up, point your toe. Inhale, cheetah, knee to nose. Find length. Here comes that power. Last one, we're gonna hold it in. Hold your knee to your nose. Squeeze your core, squeeze your glutes. This is power yoga. Feel the burn. And just when you feel like, I can't hold it anymore, remember, dear one, that you are a diamond. And this is how diamonds are made. They are made through pressure. Reach long and return to center. Find a cat-cow. Inhale, arch and look up. Exhale, round and tuck. Beautiful. Come into center, shake your tail. Send out your right leg and your left arm. If you've never done this before, you can just send out the leg. That's enough work in itself. Just try to find some balance here as best you can. Best yoga is your best effort, not perfection. Your foot is flat. Your palm is facing down. Inhale, touch the earth. Exhale, lift 5 times. Don't try to keep up with me. Keep up with your breath. You can go faster than me. You can go slower than me as long as you're listening to your body. From the top, point your thumb up, point your toe. Inhale. Exhale, cheetah, knee to nose. 5 times. Last one. This is where we find that power. Hold it. Breathe. Pull your navel up to your spine. Squeeze your core. Breathe. Breathe, hold it. We're making diamonds. Come on, breathe and smile. Inhale finally. Coming in, back into your tabletop. 1 cat-cow. And from here, we're gonna make our way to down dog. Hopefully I'll stay in the shot. Oh, there we go. All right, so upside down, letter A is what you want to be. Good, let your head hang heavy. Shake your head no. Shake your head yes. Inhale, high to toes. Ooh, mine just cracked. Exhale, sink your heels. You can do that a few times. Now, I'm not gonna come to standing because of the camera angle. So from here, we're just gonna pull over into a plank. So high plank, you're at the top of a push-up. So bring your wrists over your shoulders. You can absolutely drop to your elbows. You can absolutely drop to your knees. If you are a little more advanced in this pose, bring your shoulders forward. I'm gonna back up because I'm out of the shot now. Bring your shoulders forward. So now they're over the wrists. So you don't want your bottom to sag. That's gonna create low back pain, and it's not a down dog. So you wanna create that beautiful flat line. And you should feel an earthquake in your belly. Find the power yoga in your breath. Ladies, are you burning?
Burning.
We're burning. All right, so pull your kneecaps up. Tighten up your pelvic floor. Squeeze your glutes together. We're gonna rotate to our right side for side plank. So you can drop to your right knee, right hand, and windmill the left arm up. You can stay right here. Y'all, I was right here forever. Only when you are ready do you extend your bottom leg. And because my arm's out of the shot, I'm just gonna drop it behind me. Keep pulling that hip up, and you're finding your power in your breath. Find your power in your breath. Now you can try stacking that foot on top for a tree. I hope I don't fall. But if I do, it won't be the first time. Or you can try to grab your foot and extend for your star pose. Whenever you're ready, come back to a plank. And then we're gonna do second side. I'm gonna show you, I'm just gonna turn so that you don't have to see my backside. So we're gonna drop our left knee and our left hand. All right. Because I wanna teach yoga classes that everybody can take, and not everybody can come up on their arm, but everybody, most everybody, can come to their knees. Keep pulling the hips up. Don't get lax, okay? Through the hips. You can stagger the feet so one's in front of the other, or you can stack. If you tried that tree pose on the other side, go ahead and try it now. Try stacking, and then maybe try to grab your toes and breathe. Ladies, are you finding the power in your breath? All right, they're so happy to be here. Come back into your full plank, and then back to a downward dog. Ooh, let your head hang heavy. Drop to your knees. Push back, find a child's pose. So if you need more back, knees come together. If you sweep your arms around and tuck your head in between your knees, let your shoulders curl around and hug. Press your face in between your knees. It's a really great release for your spine. But if you need more hips, take your knees nice and wide and then push back. So whatever you're needing at the moment. And so I know that was really short, and really we only did a couple of poses, but that's what power yoga is. It's all about staying, staying where you are. And when you're ready, let's go ahead, ladies, and make our way up to a seat. I'm gonna try to move so you can see all my girls. Okay, and from here, we're just gonna stir our pot. So hands on our knees, and we're just gonna rotate and just stir our pot. And then we're gonna pause. When we come to the front, we're gonna walk our hands out for grateful. So this pose is called grateful. So here, I want you to just take a moment and cultivate gratitude. I want you to consider 3 people you're grateful for. Today, I'm grateful for Shay and Sean, and my third person, well, I'm grateful for Sarah because she's the one who led us all on this journey. So we'll just drop our head and just consider 3 people that you are thankful for. And then when you're ready, roll up nice and easy. And then we're gonna switch our legs. And then we're gonna stir our pot in the opposite direction. If you forgot what side you already did, it's okay. This is yoga practice, it is not yoga perfect. And when you're ready, we're gonna find grateful a second time. So if you wanna just hinge forward and find your low back stretch, that's cool. But if you want a little shoulder opener, you can just clasp your hands behind you, pull down. You can stay here or you can fold forward. Now, last time in Grateful, I asked you to consider 3 people you were grateful for. This time, consider 3 things, okay? My top 3, almost always, coffee, my dogs, and the third one changes from time to time, but today I'm thinking ice cream. Gently release. Roll up nice and easy. Go ahead and let your left ear fall to your left shoulder. Pull your shoulders back and down. I'm dropping my left ear to my left shoulder as a symbol that from this moment forward, I choose to leave behind any wrong or negative thinking about myself or about other people. Let your right ear fall to your right shoulder. This too is symbolic. From this moment forward, I choose good and right thinking about myself and about others. Roll your chin into your chest, pull your shoulders back and down, stack your spine, pull your belly button into your spine, lift your palms up on your knees to receive. As your chin is to your chest, this too is symbolic. This is a symbol of humility. I am willing to be humble. And for the parts of me that are not humble, I ask my higher power to create in me the spirit of humility. My palms are lifted to receive everything that my Creator wants to give me. Gently and carefully begin rolling your head around. Staying in the front only is the safest option. Whenever you have balance, you may lift your head, bring your fingers by your side. We will close today's practice with 3 deep breaths. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, let it go. Last time, we're going to bring our hands into prayer. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands in prayer, heart center. And now we bow. We bow as a symbol of humility, honoring others and choosing to humble ourselves. Dear ones, the love and light in me is so, so grateful for the love and light in all of you. Namaste. Namaste, Shay.
Namaste.
Namaste, Sean.
Namaste.
And we are your spiritual gangsters. So if you want to see more videos with my yoga homies, put it in the comments below, and y'all come do another video, right?
All right, yeah.
We'll come do another video together, and let us know what you love about our video and what you want to see in future videos. Spiritual gangsters say peace out.
Peace out.
Make it a happy day, friends.